This is the Dallas Morning News.
It's Tuesday, January 7th. Get ready for a cool down today in Dallas and the rest of the week. Clouds will roll into the area with a high of 40 today. The overnight low will be 26. The weather is the big story this week as the temperature will drop in the coming days with the possibility of a measurable snow beginning on Wednesday evening and continuing into Thursday. The rain-snow mix is expected to last into Friday. That's according to the National Weather Service in Fort Worth. A forecast Monday afternoon showed some areas of North Texas getting between 2 to 5 inches of snow, with isolated areas further west possibly getting up to 8 inches of accumulation during the storm. Now, exact amounts of accumulation were still uncertain as of Monday because of how much precipitation accumulates is largely dependent on if the temperatures vary by a few degrees. The Weather Service is predicting the heaviest precipitation to happen during the daytime on Thursday. A Weather Service advisory late Monday afternoon said the meteorologists' confidence that this week's storm will be an impactful one is continuing to grow. Governor Greg Abbott on Monday directed the Texas Division of Emergency Management to activate state emergency response resources ahead of the severe winter weather event. Here are today's other headlines. Fans traveling to Arlington this week for the Cotton Bowl may be met with wintry weather conditions. The Cotton Bowl at AT&T Stadium will be the site of the college football playoff semifinal game between Texas and Ohio State, which kicks off Friday at 6:30. Fan events are scheduled to begin Thursday. Cotton Bowl officials said in a statement to the Dallas Morning News that they are aware of the anticipated weather conditions ahead of the game. The spokesperson did not respond to questions about whether the Cotton Bowl and college football playoff are considering postponing the game due to the weather. Just over a decade ago, AT&T Stadium had icy conditions when hosting the Super Bowl in 2011. Though snow did not fall on the day of the game in Arlington, nearly 4 inches accumulated the week before. That led to a halftime show worker suing the Dallas Cowboys and stadium architects after he was injured by ice and snow falling from AT&T Stadium. The worker said he suffered a skull fracture and lasting medical problems as a result. An out-of-court settlement was reached in 2014. At least 6 people suffered a range of injuries on the Friday before Super Bowl 45 when warming weather melted layers of ice and snow on the stadium roof. Since that Super Bowl, the Cowboys have installed a ridge-like ice guard on the stadium roof to prevent similar problems. The guard is designed to stop or slow the slide of ice and snow and break up larger chunks. Next up, well into the fall semester, New Hope Christian Academy in Plano abruptly announced it would cease operations, sending families scrambling to find a new school and leaving teachers unpaid and confused. Former staffers say the school had about 75 students from pre-K through 12th grades. The academy, opened in 2017, operated under New Hope Education, a nonprofit that also did business as the Nest Daycare and Preschool in downtown Plano. On November 5th, New Hope Christian Academy parents received an email announcing the school would permanently close 3 days later. The Nest Daycare remains in operation. Parents at the school said the announcement came out of nowhere. School events were scheduled for the following weeks, and parent-teacher conferences were coming up. Jim Mims is the nonprofit's principal officer, and his wife Dee Dee Mims served as New Hope Christian Academy's head of school. Neither responded to emails or phone calls requesting comment. And according to Southern Living magazine, Babe's Chicken Dinner House is one of the best Southern restaurants in the country. The magazine listed 14 locally owned Southern restaurants in 14 states as chosen by its readers. Babe's, which has 10 restaurants in North Texas, was the only restaurant picked in Texas, and indeed it is beloved. The small menu spot has been open for nearly 30 years. It's still owned by the original family, and many of the recipes come from the women in that household. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and for the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.